Hi, hello, welcome to JPNN here on October 26th, 2021. Let's get started. We'll start today with a little message from the founders of Darkest Dungeon 2. I have not read this. I saw some responses to it on Twitter, and it seems like it's pretty good. So we'll take a look here and see what they have to say. Let me go over here. Let me do this. Let me click that. Let me do that. And there we go. Here's the message. And then we'll get thrown into some other news. It is hard to make a sequel. Invariably, it will be compared to its predecessor, and the pressure to somehow one-up the original effort is palpable. It's seductive to stay rooted in the formula that found success, but we chose a different road. Nice. From the outset, we felt strongly that in order to grow the Darkest Dungeon world and to grow ourselves as developers, we needed to make a different game, a new game. One that would honor its roots but stand on its own, creatively and mechanically. In taking risk, we hoped to find the fear, exhilaration, and passion that had fueled us to create the original Darkest Dungeon. In order to accomplish this vision, we staffed up, assembling a crew of hardworking, passionate developers who trusted in our leadership. We hold ourselves to a high standard and expect the same from the team. They performed exceptionally, and we are grateful to them for their expertise, experience, and work ethic. Darkest Dungeon 2 was made by a team. We are incredibly proud that the original Darkest Dungeon has often been cited as early access done right. We tried to put the same amount of care into early access launch of Darkest Dungeon 2. However, we ask you to remember that the game is fundamentally incomplete at the moment. It's missing content. There will be bugs. Balance in areas will be out of whack. We are excited to roll up our sleeves and keep building, and also to read all of your feedback. But if you'd prefer the most complete, polished product possible, then you may wish to wait for full release. The modding community for Darkest Dungeon 1 has been prolific. When Darkest Dungeon originally launched, we had no organized modding support tools, but eventually shared detailed information and provided infrastructure to encourage such activities. We plan to do the same with Darkest Dungeon 2. But, like its predecessor, this functionality and support will come over time. Right now, our focus is on completing the game according to our internal vision, but we want to assure the modding community that they are an important part of our journey. Finally, we want to offer heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported Darkest Dungeon over the past 8 years. Holy shit, that game is 8 years old? God damn. Our Darkest Dungeon 1 Kickstarter backers, fan artists, modders, cosplayers, streamers, our diehard players, and our fans. We are very grateful to provide you with a steady supplying of suffering, awfulness, and a glimmer of hope. Thank you. That's a cool message, I suppose. Not bad. Kind of a crazy success story there from Darkest Dungeon. I kind of also wish June. I wish Wayne read that message. Would have been good. I've not played Darkest Dungeon yet, but as I look at the current streaming list, everyone is. So it seems like it's pretty good. Seems like it's not bad. We'll get to it eventually. I'm excited for it regardless. Moving along with the news, Far Cry 6 is apparently at the top of the industry news, and not for a reason you would expect. Apparently, in Far Cry 6, if you stop playing the game, it will email you and call you a failure. Let's see what the actual email is. This is what it looks like. You disappoint me. Name. It was amusing watching you fail. Hold Hola, Rojas. I wanted to thank you for giving me free reign in Yara. Take it easy and know that Yara is in capable hands. Surely you could do better than this. 3 hours, time played. It's kind of weird. But hey, it worked. Because now Far Cry 6 is once again in the narrative with 600 comments on the top of r/games. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you see this with a lot of different games. There's ways to... I get... One of my favorite things that happens is Blizzard emails me. Here, and I'll pull up some of these headlines because they're pretty funny. So I get a message from Blizzard anytime something gets updated, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, whatever. However, they use my name in them. And my name on battle.net is I suck. So you get emails like this. Beware the dead, I suck. The haunting rises again. Zombies return in Call of Duty Vanguard. I suck. Season 6 rocks Verdansk to its core. I suck. I suck. Hell's gates have opened. Discounts up to 50% await. I suck. Save on Battle.net games, bundles, and more. It's very fun. It's very exciting. I chuckle every time I get one of those emails. Big fan. Big fan. I like it a lot. Anyways. A lot of discussion over the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pass pricing. I don't necessarily have a fully fleshed out thought on this. What is the price for this? So it's $20. Oh, it's $50 a year. Okay, so this article says at an eye-popping $49.99 per year, Nintendo has hiked up the price to the point where U.S. Switch owners will be paying almost 3 times as much as before. If players have no interest in Animal Crossing New Horizons, they're essentially paying $30 for a few extra N64 and Sega titles. Yeah. Nintendo's still figuring out the internet, guys. Okay, give them a break. They don't understand the process. They don't understand the process. They're struggling over there. They'll get it right, okay, and they'll figure it out. And until then, Metroid Dread's available. Buy that. I hear it's pretty good for $60. And they'll continue making a shit ton of money. Yeah. We watched the Returnal Update 2.0 video today. The big news out of that update, if you missed trailer time, if you don't already own Returnal and you own a PS5, you can now jump in and suspend your game, which was probably the biggest issue Returnal had going for it. So, play Returnal. It's probably worth it. And now you don't have to mess with losing your run because Bobby wants to go to dinner. That prick. Making you go to an expensive steak restaurant when Applebee's will do just fine. I don't know why I created this story, but fuck Bobby. He's an asshole. Tekken 7 is removed de novo on Steam. Does it run better? Don't know. Probably. It seems like, when did Tekken 7 launch? 2015. That game came out 6 years ago. Jesus Christ. And they just removed it? It's wild. It's wild. Shadow Warrior 3, by the way, got delayed to 2022. They put out a trailer. We talked about it in trailer time. I hope other studios go that way because it was very short, very sweet. It wasn't a Twitter image saying COVID has delayed the game and we're working from home and blah, blah, blah. They just said, hey, we're going to delay this game. Thanks for watching. It's great. Super great. Super into it. I didn't realize this, but I guess that Horde mode came out today for Doom Eternal, and it was update 6.66. It's the devil's patch, chat. It's the devil's patch. That Horde mode, though, is live if you want to go play it. There's also some new master levels. There's a thing called Battle Mode 2.0. If you really like Doom Eternal, that patch added some stuff to it. They added some stuff to it. A Quiet Place, the game, has been announced. Guess who's making it? Your friends at Koch Media and Saber Interactive. It's coming out in 2022. I just... yeah. We'll see what that looks like. See what that looks like. TheVerge.com is reporting that you can now play Steam PC games on an Xbox with NVIDIA's GeForce Now. Microsoft Edge support for GeForce Now is available now. Wow, that's a fucking mouthful. GeForce Now is available now. That's kind of crazy.
Hey guys,
let's watch this video. I know. A trailer not in trailer time. It's wild.
NVIDIA's GeForce Now service now finally supports the Microsoft Edge browser on Xbox, which means you can stream PC games like CSGO, Dota 2, all those sort of things that are in your Steam library on your Xbox. You can also use a mouse and keyboard through the Edge browser here, so I have actually connected up a mouse and keyboard.
That's fucking wild.
And I'm logging into CSGO just to play a sort of quick game to show you how exactly this works. Now obviously this is streaming technology, so there's going to be some latency and some lagginess involved here, but there's a couple of things to know as well. So you can see there's two cursors on the screen right now. So one is actually my cursor that's in the remote session in GeForce Now, and the other sort of blue one is the actual Xbox cursor, and those don't really seem to sync up together very well. So I feel like this is going to be like
so it's not
fun
playable
to play with RPG, turn-based games, all those sort of games, but probably not first-person shooters. And I'll show you what I mean once this sort of like finally loads in and we can get going. It's a little bit laggy because of the latency of GeForce Now, just playing through the Edge browser, all that sort of stuff, and also like the controls don't quite track properly sometimes, so like the cursor's obviously on the screen here.
All right,
That's
so it's
kind of
shit
annoying when you're playing. So it's not ideal, but it wasn't really designed for this anyway, so it's kind of like you can use it, but it's not perfect. I'm hoping that NVIDIA does release, an app for Xbox in the future.
I mean, hey, that's still pretty cool. The fact that that's a thing that exists. I'm sure that stuff will get refined over time, Sure, that stuff will get refined over time. Yeah, they're trying. The fact that you can stream Steam PC games to an Xbox via GeForce Now. Little wild. We got that State of Game tomorrow, which we'll be covering here on the channel. Or sorry, State of Play. State of the Game was a podcast I did, sorry. State of Play from PlayStation tomorrow. They have announced that Little Devil Inside will be there. What is that game? What is Little Devil Inside? I don't know what that is. Oh, it was a PS5 announcement? It was an indie game? Okay, well, apparently that's going to be there, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. bullshit time zone. That's when that's going on. Warner Brothers is apparently considering to have a Smash Bros. Style game that may also be free to play. VentureBeat.com reports. I could see that makes sense. With all the Warner Brothers IP, there's a lot there. You can get like Freddy, versus like Superman versus Aliens versus Predator versus Gandalf versus Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. No, that's Nick. Anyways, there's a bunch of people you could versus Neo. There's a lot. There's a lot. Basically, it's just going to be Mortal Kombat 13 or 12 or, you know, whatever the Animaniac. You know, there's a lot of characters. Johnny Bravo could be in there. Wait, no, that's Nick as well. You guys got to get your IPs right in the chat. What else do we got? I think that's kind of it. A little slow here as games are starting to come out. The news is that video games are out, chat, and you should probably play them. Do we have any key chat alerts that we want to cover here? Oh, that's right. There was some big news that happened, and we'll say it's some key chat alert because they reminded me of it. Key chat alert. Shocking. Literally no one. Blizzard has canceled BlizzCon Online. Yeah. No shit. That's the story. I don't even have to say anything. Like, that's the story. We're done. They posted a thing that says reimagining BlizzCon. Let's take a look. To the Blizzard community, all four of you, we've decided to take a step back and pause on planning the previously announced BlizzCon line. The fact that it's called BlizzCon line is just... Whew. BlizzCon line event scheduled for early next year. This was a tough decision for all of us to make, but it's the right one. Any BlizzCon event that takes every single one of us to make happen, an entire company effort fueled by our desire to share what we create with the community we care about so much. At this time, we feel the energy it would take to put on a show like this is best directed towards supporting our teams and progressing development of our games and experiences. We ain't got shit to show. Additionally, we would also like to take time to reimagine what a BlizzCon event of the future could look like. The first BlizzCon was held 16 years ago, and so much has changed in the time since. Most notably, the multiple ways in which players and communities can come together and feel like they're part of something bigger. Whatever the event looks like in the future, we also need to ensure that it feels as safe, welcoming, and as inclusive as possible. We're committed to continual communication with our players, and we see BlizzCon playing a big role in that going forward. We're excited about what we'll do with the event and revisit it in the future. I'm going to make, this is someone who's been to, I'll finish the statement. One more thing we wanted to make clear, even though we aren't holding BlizzCon Line in February, we'll still be making announcements and updates for our games. We're proud of our teams as they progress and the progress they've made across our games. We'll have a lot of the exciting upcoming news and releases to share with you. You'll continue hearing about those through our franchise channels with the talented people on the BlizzCon team playing a part in supporting these efforts. We'll miss seeing you, but don't worry, we'll be back together soon. Chat, here is my hot take. BlizzCon will never happen again. I don't think we'll ever see another BlizzCon. And if we do, it'll probably be some sort of developer-focused online, Summer Game Fest oriented thing. I would imagine. I don't think we'll ever see BlizzCon. I don't think it's coming back. Which is sad because, some of my fondest memories, both professionally and just as a fan, were at BlizzCon. But alongside those experiences were some, let's say, different experiences that weren't so great. That I don't know how you could ever have a convention with Blizzard slapped on it. And, not have like a fucking magnifying glass on that entire event. Like, something will go wrong. And it will get pinned to the idea that it's at BlizzCon, no matter what. There's no way, with how much alcohol is drank at those events and how many people are at those events, there's no way that Blizzard could ever manage that in a feasible way. And so it'll get pinned to the company, and they probably don't want any of that in their image right now. The headline of that article was Reimagining BlizzCon. What they probably wanted to call it was Reimaging BlizzCon. Because they have to get a whole fucking brand new image for that entire company. I would be surprised if they actually had the name Blizzard 5 years from now. I would be surprised if they even keep that name. I really would. I really would. Yeah, call them Snowstorm. World of Warcraft brought to you by Snowstorm. I think we could call them Obama Snow. Or Snowbama. I'd be into that. I'd be into that. Be pretty good. Snowbama. BlizzCon and Blizzard's new name. And then it would be called BamaCon. I like that. I'd go to BamaCon. Probably be a lot of fun. Anyways, chat, we got any other key chat alerts? Anything else you guys want to bring in to the world of news here on this Tuesday? Anything? Going once? Going twice? All right, that's it. We'll see you for after Drop Frames tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching JPNN. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like, all that stuff in the comments and on the video. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.